let's get started with the update. As you can see, David's not here at the moment. He's still recovering from his last trip, which he's just returned from. And Charlie's not here either. He's dealing with some family things, so you're stuck with the three of us at the moment. And if you don't like that, then you're just going to have to wait. There's been lots of work on various written announcements for the upcoming Raptorium Assets release, including press release, blog posts, and other pieces as well. So, you know, we're prepared and we're close to being on the button for when that fires out. There's been also lots of work from Alejandro on promos and planning for the release, involving the costings and services offered by some of the promo companies on our list, along with the flexibility of actual release. So we're close to getting that list finalized, and then we can work on a final plan of action. So it's very close on that. So a big thank you to Alejandro for chipping in with that. Zlata has also been tasked with the release art, in line with her proposed branding for all of the areas we're pushing for assets as well. So she's already pushed maybe 10-15 banners that we've been using for generic things, and that's going to be the branding that's carried through for the assets, for the new posts and things as well that's going out that we're planning. As you know, David also went away on a little secret mission. It was actually to Soulmate City Nights rooftop rendezvous. That was in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and he met 50+ people from exchanges to projects. So he's now off and busy following up all of those new contacts that he's got, including CMC and Ascendex and a few others as well. And he was also speaking with the main guy for blockchain in Hong Kong. That was the image of him around the table with having some drinks. David hasn't been out for about 4 years. I was just talking to him earlier, so it was a bit of quite a lot for him to go out and do all of that, especially after he hasn't been very well recently, you know. So yeah, so it's nice for David to get out and about and do those sorts of things, you know. Another take home from Kuala Lumpur was several invitations to speak at Web3 Carnival in BKK and possibly India as well. So we'll see about that. Charlie has been working on hardening the Arterra bridge and the code as well, and the ownership is being transferred over to Charlie from the devs that created the bridge, including Blaze and Bertrand and Katia as well. So that's almost ready. It should be completed this coming week actually. Charlie's also getting to work on thorough RTM assets instructions for our document site, a bit like what he's done already with the other instructions and things like that, but it's going to be a lot more in depth on how to, you know, create your assets and your sub assets and things like that on there, and transactability as well. So it's just going to complement what's there, and it's going to be updated based on the new wallet design as well that Mancini and Zlata have been working on. So I assume that he's not just got to create all the instructions for the assets, he's also got to update all of the other stuff as well because of the new wallet design. He hasn't got to do everything, but he's just got to probably replace some of the imaging because that's going to confuse people. So yeah, he's got his work cut out. And we are extremely pleased to say that we are going to be attending Token 2049 in Singapore in September. So there's going to be myself. There's going to be David. Another little holiday for David, getting him out of the house. And there's also going to be the Baguette Nibbler, also known as Fabrice Crew as well. So we are going to be shouting the rooftops about Raptorium assets, do a bit of networking and guerrilla marketing. We will be taking some merch with us as well. It's probably going to be some key rings and things, or key fobs as the Smith likes to call them. I want to try and get as much merch as we can with the weight restriction. So I'm going to probably take as less clothes as I can, but as much merch as possible to try and get Raptorium in as many people's hands as we can, you know. So yeah, I'm going to try and keep the merch small. I'm not going to take a ruck of t-shirts or anything like that. I could take lots of pairs of socks. Customs might think I'm a bit strange for having so many socks. Yeah, but anyway, so that's really exciting. We've been planning that that journey, you know, and where we're staying and the tickets and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, we've got to do these things to really get the Raptorium name out there. And also, let's not forget that Token 2049 is the biggest cryptocurrency conference. We know we're not faffing about with the small ones, you know. We're going for the big one. I also want to say a big thanks to Sherm and Jeff Starlipper as well for running the trivia nights on the Thursday. I did say that I wasn't going to do that until I'd finished all the work that needed to be done for the assets release. So yeah, cheers guys, thanks for that. I know Jeff's been putting up the Raptorium coins that go towards that for the community as well. So cheers, Jeff. In terms of myself, over the last week, I have been doing pretty much nothing but writing the new white paper for assets. There's been a lot of work involved in that, and I am nearing the end of it now. I'm probably on the last few pages of it. There's a few tweaks and things that Charlie's been helping me with, but it's you know, it's quite a lengthy thing, and I wanted to do it properly. So, and it was one of the main things that I was worried about getting done, ready for the assets release as well. So yeah, that's almost completed now. Like I say, just a few more pages left, and that'll be done, and then that can be added to the doc site. That's the reason why the white paper that's on the doc site right now wasn't updated, because we knew that we were going to have to rewrite it anyway. So yeah, so that'll be a full set of papers then that'll be on there. I might need to tweak some of the other papers as well based on the new release, but at least the main assets one is done, dusted, and out the way for you, and for you all to see. And I hope you enjoy it when you read it. Alejandro, how are you, and what have you been doing?
Well, guys, very well. I've been working this week testing promotions and testing things on social networks for the assets release, and I've been working, like you say, in ads company for crypto projects. Been looking for prices, way to make campaigns, and how difficult they are and how good they are. So I've been working with that, and the rest of that I've been working with some things for the community that we haven't finished for the place, and this community place we are making Sonar Raptor. I haven't finished. I think I was finished, but we find some crazy things around there, so I still have to keep an eye on that. And that's it. I'm being a busy week. Having a busy week.
Excellent. And Sherm, how are you in the Discord community? I know I haven't been on there very much recently, but I've been so busy with all of this stuff. It's
yeah, I mean, everybody, you know, of course, you know, not seeing you around and doing both trivias and all that. But I mean, everybody's been good. I mean, everybody's trying to stay cool. It's been, you know, it's a heat wave over here in the U.S. and a lot of people turning their miners off to try and stay cool. And it seems like the EU is pretty warm as well. But I mean, everybody's been still testing away for the assets and very much anticipating the asset release and getting very excited that it's getting very close now.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Sure. And in regards to the assets, I think it's important to understand how these assets can be utilized to enhance various sectors and applications. And so I think I'm gonna talk a bit about that. Actually, that might be valuable. I think let's start with what are Raptorium assets. Raptorium assets are digital tokens that can be created and managed on the Raptorium blockchain. They're similar to tokens on other blockchains, but the Raptorium tokens come with unique features and benefits that make them versatile and powerful. Some use cases that you could think about is you could think about the standard things that on other blockchains, such as token creation and NFTs. You see, one of the primary uses of Raptorium assets is the creation of tokens and non-fungible tokens, also known as NFTs. These can represent anything from like digital art to in-game items, and they provide a way for Nikki Coin, Nikki Token, he's just posted. yeah, you can create those, bro. They can provide a way for creators to monetize their work and for users to own unique digital items as well. Another thing that David has talked a lot about, especially with a lot of the businesses that are interested in getting on board with us, especially some of the ones that are local to him, such as the coffee grows and things, is the traceability and the supply chain management. You see, Raptorium assets can be used to track products through their lifestyle. For example, like what can I say? A product can have its quality information updated at each stage of its production with updatable assets. This ensures like traceability and also transparency as well. It's useful in industries like anything in manufacturing or logistics. Then you've got another thing where you could talk about the gaming aspect of it as well. Like in the gaming world, Raptorium assets can represent gaming licenses, and I've mentioned this a lot as well, where you could trade games and have them connected to an asset, where you would connect your PC to the wallet. It would detect what assets you've got, and there's your license for the game. In-game items as well, and even achievements. It allows for the transfer and the sale of digital goods, and it's secure and verifiable as well, similar to how physical copies on CDs were traded in the past. And I believe that this is something that the gaming industry is missing with its digital games, because they can't be transferred. Whereas in this regard, they would be able to, and it'd be exactly the same as back in the day, but obviously a much more futuristic way of doing it. Then there's the whole DeFi aspect of it all. Raptorium assets could facilitate various DeFi applications, such as ICOs and like tokenized participation in like cloud mining. It opens up new avenues for fundraising and investment, and it makes it easier for projects to gain support and for investors to participate in various ventures. Something I'm quite excited about as well is being able to have assets to assign special roles, like on the Discord, things like that. If we could connect that to the way Stacy works, that Tree has created, or even rewards within social media platforms and online communities. Like what good example? What's a good example? Like a Discord server could use Raptorium assets to gain exclusive access or privileges to certain members, which can enhance community engagement and loyalty. What else can I think about? Oh yeah, you could use it for proof of reserves and financial transparency as well. You could publish on-chain balance data via assets. I know that there's been people in the past that me and the Baguette Nibbler have spoken to who have been interested in this aspect of blockchain, if we could provide a solution in that regard. And with the upcoming assets code, we can provide a real proof of reserves for projects. I think it's a more transparent and reliable method compared to traditional centralized systems, and this is why people are interested in getting that done, because it reduces the risk of fraud and manipulation. Yeah, that's right, Fabrice. Streamlining data of the transactions done on exchange for transparency. Exactly. So as we prepare for the mainnet release, we're all working really hard to ensure that the ecosystem it's ready to support these assets on a global scale. We are building our infrastructure. We're improving our wallet services, as the devs have been showing you, and we are ramping up our marketing efforts to ensure hopefully a successful launch. So to conclude, the release of Raptorium assets on mainnet, I believe, is set to revolutionize how we interact with digital tokens and blockchain technology. From enhancing transparency in supply chains, as I've just talked about, to creating opportunities in gaming and DeFi. If you think of the amount of projects in the token world that are out there that can now hop onto the Raptorium network, I could talk about it all day. So I'm really excited to see how you, the community, and all the developers out there in the world will use these assets to build cool things and to, really drive the future of blockchain technology. And when I say future of blockchain technology, I'm talking about the DeFi that's built in a way that hasn't been done before, and that is UTXO DeFi. Forget ordinals, forget runes, and all that bullshit. This is how it's supposed to be done, and that's why I'm excited. So I'm going to take some questions from the community while I'm here. Okay, let's have a look on the YouTube. So Zapirate went to the UK. Yeah, it was hot, bro. It was hot. Well, actually, you got back home yesterday evening. I don't think it was that hot yesterday.
It's hot for now.
It's hotter today. Effie is saying, who else is busy playing Elden Ring? Are you playing Elden Ring, Sherm? Alejandro? No. Tube and Jars saying new wallets are exciting. They are. The new design is even more exciting. All right, that's about it for the YouTube. Let's get over to the stream party chat, see what's been said. Tube and Jars saying, where can you get official merch? I mean, buy online. If you actually, if you go to you're on the Discord now, right? If you go to, I think it's in information, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, if you go to information on the Discord and then scroll down to community stores and products, and there's a store there saying raptorium.myshopify.com, and that's run by Santos and Zlata, and you can buy some merch on there as well. Some nice things on there. Also, Hawk Mining has got a few polo shirts and t-shirts and things on there with a couple of different designs for both ladies and gentlemen. So you can go and check that out at hawkmining.com. Is it, Sherm, as well? Possibly .io or .com.
What do they have on those?
Something like that. I did see someone the other day with one of those, actually. Looked pretty cool.
Looked pretty.
Yeah. Okay, what else is there? Pepe is saying, it seems like you're making a new website. Yes, there's a guy that's working on the new website, which is pretty cool. Can you tell us if it will be launched at the same time as assets on mainnet? No chance. It's not going to be launched at the same time. The new website is it's hard to call it a website. It's an experience. That's all I can say. It's it's unlike anything you've seen in terms of a website ever before. It's really cool, but there's still a lot of work to do. He has been making a lot of progress over the last week or two with extra aspects of it completed, but I don't believe that that's going to be completed ready for mainnet assets launch. But there is another team that you don't know about that is actually working on another website, and that looks cool. Looks better than the website that we've got, and we are hopefully going to be launching with that new one. So yes, so to answer your question, yes, fingers crossed, we're going to be launching with a new website, but not the website of all websites. Not that one. That's coming. That's coming soon. Izorian is saying EU is warm, but Journey has been a rain hole. I wouldn't mind visiting Germany today, bro. Launching from a special location. What part of launch are you on about, Fabrice? HNS is asking, what is left to test on testnet before assets go live? I mean, last week we were talking about just testing all the little things on the wallet, you know, just make sure it's all working. I know that there's been a lot of people saying it's working fantastic, it's working brilliantly, but there are, or possibly is, a few things that need a little tweak here and there. You know what we're like, you know, we like to get it right, we like to make sure it's all good. So, you know, if there is anything, then great, and if there's not, then great. Azoran is saying, any exchanges coming up this year? I mean, yes. That's all I'm saying to that. The Baguette Nibble is saying, mainnet assets release. Launching maybe from a special location, mainnet asset release. What have you got? What ideas have you got, Mr. Baguette? What special location are you on about? Or are you saying special location because you don't want to say? I don't know. Yeah, but we've already mentioned that about going to Singapore. I don't think we're going to be launching assets while we're in Singapore. I mean, that's like middle of September sometime, isn't it? I would like to see assets sooner than that. All right. Okay, we are half past the hour right now, and we do have a CryptoSmith stream coming up very shortly, so don't go anywhere. Is already saying, what is after assets? After assets, the immediate, well, not immediate, but the next release is decoupling, and also the smart contracting work. I know that there's been a lot of that's already been under development behind the scenes, so especially in terms of decoupling, so that's going to be the next thing, and that's going to be the scalability as well, and what's going to really grow things quickly and allow a lot more throughput through the protocol. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, the CryptoSmith stream is coming up very shortly. I'm going to give it until 20 to the hour. I just want to say a big thank you to you all for watching us. I know there's a bit of a different lineup today due to Charlie and David not being here, but I hope we've given you a weekly update that was all right. Yeah. Smith is imminent. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Cheers.